We are live, folks, from Down to the Wire headquarters. We've got a very exclusive interview coming from Down to the Beach. You're live with your host with the most, John and...
Les Fika, a.k.a. Charles Dex, a.k.a. Chow Honey, a.k.a. Feek Dave, Feek Daddy, Feek Dog, what it do, what it does.
And we are here live with Baëbe Ruth. Everyone give it up. Everyone give it up. Keep it down, please.
Yeah, guys, please.
Please. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
I'm
Thank
good.
you for joining us.
Yeah,
It's my pleasure.
How was work today?
Busy. I feel like the hospital definitely needs a lot more essential workers, so we could always use the extra help.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That actually is a great segue into our first question. Look at us interviewing. Look at us go. All right. So you're in school to be a nurse right now, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. And how many years have you been in school?
Like, how many have I been in recently?
Nursing school, yeah.
Okay. So, let's keep it short and simple. I tried it out when I was 17, turning 18 for about a year. In total, it's been about 2 years.
Okay.
So I have a year and a half left until I'm registered, so it's exciting.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So how do you balance your artistic life, like your creative music, your artistic life? I'll leave it at that. How do you balance that with your schooling? Because nursing, that's a pretty intense program, I can only imagine, right?
It's
yeah.
it's pretty hardcore.
Some medicine shit. You know?
Oh my god! And IV medication math? Forget it.
I saw
Crazy,
you were
eh?
posted on your story.
Got me so-
tried to get into nursing to get rid of math, and you're sitting there fucking trying to
Grinding.
Oh, honestly, I feel like there's no like specific recipe. It's just I guess also depending what type of person you are. I'm the type of person where like I always have to keep busy, and if I'm not busy, I feel like I'm just not doing nothing with my life.
Yeah.
Like, why sit at home when you can be productive?
When
Ways
you can seize the day.
Yeah, exactly. Seize every moment that you can, because tomorrow's not promised. I would just say, honestly, sometimes I make like a schedule. So I have like this note binder that I keep at home, and I'll plan out my days. So I'm like, from 12 to 3, study for, this subject in nursing, whatever.
Yep.
Maternity, I know I have a test coming up, do this from 12 to 3. And then give myself like a break, because you do need a break. And then I don't know, from like 5 to 8, just write.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's definitely how I find balance, is I just keep like track. I keep a schedule, and I try to follow that schedule. Doesn't always work.
Yeah. Have
But
a
I
couple
try.
off days.
That's why I don't make plans, because I always just fall through or change,
Yeah.
I also just think like girls are just so much better at keeping schedules. and
Females
stuff
are
like
way
that.
better at
Like,
organizing.
seriously, like,
It's
but
true.
I mean, I'm trying. I got my own little whiteboard in my room, and I plan my schedule. But my girlfriend always is the one telling me you've got to update your board, bro. And she's also got an amazing work schedule.
It's insane, yeah. It's just, they're built
And
different.
yeah, I've just
Built
lived with also
different.
5 other
I
guys,
mean,
and
shout out to your girlfriend, because power to the
yeah,
power to the woman.
making sure I'm on top of my shit, man.
Okay, where are we? Let's get right into your music right now. Where do you think your strengths lie as an artist?
Ooh.
Is it the rapping? Is it the singing? Because you like to switch it up. You like to switch your flow
I
up on
love
it.
to switch it up.
Where do you think? Where's your strong suit? Even producing, is that something you do?
Ooh, that's something I want to get into.
Yeah.
I tried it. Like, I tried, producing beat. It actually didn't go over so bad. But that area could definitely use improvement. I want to be independent. So eventually, I'm going to have to pick up those skills as I advance. But right now, I'd say that my strong suit...
Putting you on the spot.
I mean, okay, I started out singing. So I know that singing is definitely one of my strong suits. But at the same time, I feel like I've grown so much as an artist that I feel like I'm equally as good in both.
Yeah.
It just all depends on my mood. It all depends on what I'm going through, because that's where I find like my source of motivation. So whatever's driving me that day, that's what I'm going to excel in.
Yeah.
So if it's rapping, if I want to spit like what's on my heart, it's going to be rapping that day. And that's going to overpower singing.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's both. It just depends, the
Yeah,
mood and-
you even hear it in your introduction EP starting with the first song, beautiful beat, singing, and then the second song drops, and you just start to spit. I'm just like, okay, wow, like I love it. I love it.
Your
Very
transition from being like just laying a soft hook to just actually coming with straight bars is insane. I gotta applaud you on that. It's insane. It makes
Thank
for
you.
a really unique listen too.
Yeah.
How did you hone that skill? Like, how did you hone that, and like how do you balance those two?
So how I got it, like, kind of like under wraps.
Yeah, how'd you get into rapping?
Yeah, like
So my brother, actually, my second youngest, they're all older than me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm the youngest. But he used to be into like freestyling, so he'd go to competitions and you know he'd rap, and he used to make music and he stopped. I don't know why. He shouldn't have, but he's a crazy rapper. Like he's the type where you put him on spot and like he'll just say whatever is at the top of his head and it just sounds nice. Like it's just crazy. So you know, I grew up in that environment. Everyone's older than me. It's just it was bound to happen that I was gonna get influenced, and thank God it was, you know, it was for the better. It was music wise, and I just said, you know what, let me try this out, because I'm always good, and you know, I was always doing good in English and writing poems. I'm like, what's the difference? You know, like the best MCs, like ask them to write a poem.
This shit's gonna be some beautiful shit.
Yes, they're gonna have some Romeo type shit. Like they're gonna. So I said, you know what, let me try it out, and it just, I don't know. I kept doing it. I kept writing, and then somehow I guess one day I just got it.
That's what it is also. Repetition. You just kept writing, and then look, made it to where you are now.
Where was your family very musical?
Yes and no. I mean, I don't have any family any family member in specific that, you know, made music their career. But my mom was always listening to music, you know, at home, especially like when I was sick, you know, I had cancer. She'd always play like worship music. So already like I start off with that, you know, environment, that atmosphere when I was sick, music, you know, and just over time, my siblings, influences, everything just all equated to, you know, where I am today. It's just music was always around me. Whether it was playing or whether I heard my brother rapping, it was just like always a big part of my life somehow. I feel like it kind of like found me, you know.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Natural, organic. So I lost myself. Do you how important do you think artistic versatility is? Because it's something that you practice very well, is like being able to kind of be everywhere on the beat, you know what I mean? You're singing, you're rapping, you float on them. How important do you think that is?
Super important. I feel like every artist should have it. And it doesn't even have to be like you have to rap and sing. It can be like you rap and produce, or you sing and you produce, or you songwrite, you know, like I write all of my songs.
You better.
Like don't tell nobody. But no, I feel like it's super important, because after some time people are gonna get bored. Yes, you don't want to always be switching over into two different lanes all the time, because you don't want to confuse people, but at the same time I feel like that's what keeps people's attention. Like when someone starts to get tired, what are you gonna do? Oh, bam, switch it up. And I feel like the way I think, I'm always thinking like 10 steps ahead. Like I'm thinking, okay, what is this person thinking? You know, of course I make music, you know, for myself, but let's be honest, how are you gonna become successful if that's just the end goal? Like, you know,
it's
you
for the
want
consumers.
Like you have to inspire people. How are you gonna do that doing the same shit every day? You know what I mean?
100%. You gotta evolve.
Yeah, exactly.
As an artist.
Can I say better?
Do you find that like the rap music that's coming out now lacks that kind of versatility? Like it's very one or two dimensional? Because I kind of find like it is like a lot of the people who are coming out, a lot of people that we're praising, like the biggest rappers right now, I find their music to be very redundant and very similar. You know what I mean? Do you find that a problem in today's music world? I
think, you know what? Some rappers, I mean, I guess also depending what era they were born in, that's just, you know, that's just their thing. You know, they're sticking with rap, a certain flow, a certain style. That's been their thing. That's what they're known for. But I mean, every day, like the music industry is progressing. You have to progress with it, or else you're gonna get dropped. That's exactly what it is. And I feel like the music industry needs more people that are versatile, because listen, like I said it once, I'll say it again. You can't keep doing the same shit and expect people to, you know, ride with you the whole way, because people are gonna get bored.
Fucking bored.
You know what I mean? And I think also it's just super mainstream. People say, okay, drugs, money, sex, that's what's trending. Let me rap about drugs, money, sex, shaking my ass. There's so much more important things you can rap about. You know, it's not just about staying relevant, but it's rapping about the important shit. Like, I think emotions, that's a big thing. People don't ever want to like cover too much of it. but they have no problem talking about going to parties, doing this, doing the hype.
Talking about what's happening nicely in their life, all the good things that are happening in their
Yeah,
life.
but it's like life changes, you know? Emotions change. So I feel like you have to display each factor. You have to display each emotion. And I think that's not a bad thing to play around. It actually makes you better as an artist.
Yeah.
And it makes you more interesting.
For sure.
Makes you more like authentic, everything for sure.
It's super much more relatable as an artist,
Yeah,
right?
consumers.
If you can like, it's sick to look up and be like, oh, sick, fast cars, drugs, and money. It looks like a dope party in that music video, but really, you're not really connecting to that as an artist, or as a consumer. How do you like? Where does your content come from? Like, where do you go out with an idea, or is it all just straight from the heart? Like, it just pours out of you almost, or do you go into
write first?
Yeah, do you write, or do you freestyle everything, or what is it?
A little bit of both. A lot of the times it's like what's on my heart, what I'm feeling. But sometimes, you know, I get an idea in my head and I'm like, let me run with it and see what happens. You know, because you also have to push your limits, your boundaries as an artist. If you're like, well, I'm gonna write what's on my heart, one day you might feel completely numb and you're like, I'm tired of this shit. Like,
fuck it.
Writer's block. That's when you have to improvise. You get an idea, you run with it, you play with it. Either it works out or it doesn't. At the end of the day, I don't think it's an L because you're learning and you're growing. And even out of, like, let's say you write 3 songs, one of them might be dope, but that one song might be the one that gets you to the next step that you need to go. You know, so
it's a step.
Damn.
You're like, okay, so you're very mature in your bars. Like, your music sounds a lot. You sound a lot older than I think you actually are. And it's true. Like, it sounds like you've been at this for a long time. It sounds like a lot more than just, there should be more music than just an album and like a couple singles out there. So you've been very, like you just said, you were sick, you had cancer when you were younger, and you've been open
Shout
about
out
that.
for beating that shit.
Yeah,
though, girl.
for real though,
Thank
for real. And you've been you've opened up about that on social media. How has that kind of played into the content of your music and your life right now?
I think it's played into my life. I mean, it's a big part is that, I mean, when I want something, I'm going to go get it. Like, if I have my mindset on something, I have to accomplish it. There's no other question. Because I know what it's like to come so close to something and lose it. You know, like, I had cancer twice, you know. It wasn't just one time. I had it twice. And both times, you know, the doctors didn't think I was going to make it. It wasn't promised. You never know. And both times I beat it, you know, like, I kicked that shit and I'm here today. So I feel like it definitely plays a big part in my life because I feel like anything that I have to fight for it. And I think that's just like kind of, I don't want to sound cheesy, but kind of like the warrior that's within me, you know, like,
I mean, fuck.
Yeah,
it's a harder fight than half the people in the world have ever had to fight, right? Like, that's some crazy shit, especially being young as fuck too when that happens, right?
Makes you understand that you can't take shit for granted, and like you said, if you want something, you gotta go out and get it.
And to see, like, just to have you sitting here right now, have the music you have out now, and the content of it, I think it speaks wonders for itself.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You're a beast.
Where do your inspirations come from? Like, who you fucking with?
Because honestly, at first I was getting some what's her name, Summer Walker vibes, but then you started spitting, and then I was like,
whoa. Ooh, I have a couple different artists in mind. Growing up, I was really like, I don't want to say attracted, not in that way, but like, I find I was really drawn to like Alicia Keys, J. Cole when he first started out, you know, like, I started listening to, you know, his mixtapes when you know, when he was rocking it with Jay-Z. So I'd say J. Cole, Meek Mill, Alicia Keys, Lauryn Hill. Oh, there's so many. Janae.
That's the one you want to hear.
I love Janae. I love
I didn't like her last album.
Great. Pardon?
I didn't like Janae's last album. It wasn't bad, but
you know, I definitely say I feel like she could have gave a little bit more because I know what she's capable of. We've heard it. Yeah, but
what was her first album? Sail Out. Like, she'll never top sailing. Like,
that
Yeah.
That's I would
Not have
hate
my
to have like
soul.
such a great first album like that you just can't recover from that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you just people love your first album so much to like anything else you put over like it's not as good as that one.
Yeah.
That would be such a fucking struggle.
Yeah,
Like
It's like she
what
put her all, you know, and it's like, okay, I can chill now.
Yeah. For real. Then you have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, no, I mean, she's a dope artist, but I think it's, you know, sometimes they get comfortable or they go through shit, and you know, I know she also has kids too.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. Once you've made it, also like it's just obviously you're still trying to improve and grow, but like you know you got other stuff going on, as you said. Like, like she's very about finding. She's like a philosophical person, just like finding her inner peace and all that. So
Yeah.
yeah, and it's involved. It like transcends into her music too. You know, it's what I really like about her is, you know, it's very easy to just make trippy, smoking weed kind of music for her.
Yeah.
But like, you know, she doesn't just do that. She really does her research in the type of instruments and stuff she uses. I don't know if you've even seen her on Instagram. She uses like these bowls.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yes.
And
And
weird.
oh my
Yeah.
God, it's cool. And she also like, you know, like there's a certain number of hertz or whatever. And she was saying like it correlates to like the level of like relaxation. Like if I want to instill relaxation, this is the number of hertz that I'm gonna put in my song, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
It's a
science.
psychedelic shit. Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's
we-
she's smart.
Yeah, I love her.
She's smart.
We interviewed Jamie Fine Elijah Woods about 6 months ago, and Elijah Woods, he's like the producer and makes all the beats for them, but he was saying how a lot of producers see music as like colors. I think that's and like, just the science of like seeing it as a color, knowing what color you're kind of trying to make it sound like to kind of incite that feeling. Like red, it's a warm color, right? Like
Yeah.
you're making like it was so nuts how he was breaking it down.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
That's
so-
actually
It's fucked.
that's
That was some
intelligent.
awesome shit.
It was some intelligent shit. It was kind of
Mhm.
fucked. It threw me through loop. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. What was dope though is that he said that it didn't necessarily give him an advantage. It's just how he saw it. You know what I mean? Like, and he still had to work it his own way through it. But like,
Yeah.
so a lot of people will take that and be like, "Oh man, fuck, I'm not seeing music in colors too, so I just don't have it." You know what I mean? Like, I just don't have it. Like,
Shit, I'm missing
Elijah
purple.
Woods.
It's not gonna
I'm colorblind, motherfucker. Goddamn.
I see red and green. It's either go or stop. That's it.
Fast or slow. It's like too. I'm pretty sure. I like Genius. They had one of those guys. You know, the fucking smart guys that break down people's
Yep.
lyrics and shit. But they
Yo.
had one that they did it on Young Thug, and Young Thug's music, like if you listen to it, you can't understand half the shit what he's saying.
Yeah.
But the frequencies of it fucking makes it appealing to you. So like you don't even really like it for the word. It's same with Playboy Cardi. I'm pretty sure there's some science to why we like them, even though we don't understand them. It's so nuts.
Like what they're saying.
Yeah, like we
Yeah,
don't understand what
that's
they're
true.
saying, but like the pitches that they use just fucking play into our heads so much that we're it's almost like we're brainwashed into liking them. Like we're not supposed to, but like they just make appealing
Like
they
fucking lifestyle.
lifestyle, and you're like, this motherfucker be spitting. This motherfucker be
That's
spitting.
some real
That's
shit.
smart though.
Some real fucking shit.
I know those ones. You're like, I don't know what I like about it,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
worked.
good. Yeah.
Like try to sing along to a Playboy Cardi song. The whole
Yeah.
thing. You can't. You
I can't. Like, ask me to say a lyric.
But Dilit, that fucking
Trips.
thing, that whole album slap. Whole thing slap.
No, facts.
Facts is right, bro.
Facts, no printer. It's true. It's
Facts,
true.
no print.
Because when I tell you, I can't tell you what he said. I can't retype that for you. Hit Genius up for that. I can't.
He raps like he types, you know, with all the stars and fucking emojis.
Yeah. Smiley face, dollar sign, exclamation mark.
Snake emoji, snake emoji, green heart, flat. Okay, where's the album at? Let's get it out of the way. Let's do it right now. Where is it? Come on. Where is it?
You guys are waiting on the album, huh?
Fucking man.
I'm
like
actually
everyone else.
working on it. It's under
Yeah?
construction.
How
Yeah.
many tracks are we looking at?
I'm aiming for about 8.
8, nice.
8
Good
to
number.
9. I don't want it to be too long, so I'd say 8 is a good number.
I think some albums are too long, right?
Yeah.
Like fucking when you get up above 15, too many songs.
Yeah.
No, 15's not that bad.
15, anything, 16's too many.
slaps.
15's
Yeah.
nice.
After I heard Still Loading, I was like, I'm ready for an album.
I'm
Like,
ready.
a full
That's what I
album.
mean. That's what I mean. I would literally just jamming we've been jamming your shit for the past 3 days. Like, okay, I need more than just 5 fucking songs here. Where are you working on it? Like, I know you do a lot of work at. I see you at a host of Ensemble a lot. The other one too.
Okay, recording
There it
studio.
is.
Yeah.
There it is. That's it. Are you doing most recording there?
Yeah, I feel like it's 50-50. I know Real House of Ensemble, so, you know, sometimes they have like different artists that can like purchase like an amount of time, so like you can't, you know what I mean, like while they're in the midst of recording, like you can't really book if like they're, you know, they're there. So that's why like I was just waiting on it because it's such a dope studio. I love going there.
Fucking dope spot. City's also the man.
Yo, what shout out
City. This comes up
shout
every
out to
fucking
everybody
time.
there. Shout out to City. Shout out to Age.
I'll never
shout
get
out
tired
to-
of hearing it. I love those guys, man. Like legends.
Yeah, they're super dope.
Shut up, City, till it's backwards.
Yeah. But even the Cave, like, if I don't go to the Real House of Ensemble, I go to the Cave. Like, those are like my two main spots that I go to for sure.
What producers are you working for or working with on it?
Sergio, LJ, and then when I go to the Real House of Ensemble, you know, I work with City, I work with Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
My
I had to do it.
name's Jeff. Watch out. He might be listening
bro.
to
No,
this.
I love them though. It's nothing but love. What about Dreamland?
Oh
You're right
my
in Gatineau. Why don't
God.
you go to Dreamland?
Listen.
Yeah, really. What
Shout
the
out
fuck?
to Quest.
Yo.
Shout out Quest. He was
Everyone,
actually he was our
Quest
last-
is the best. That's a bar. Quest is the best. Oh, I feel like well, for a certain amount of time, I know like he was pretty busy, you know, because he has, you
he's
know, his
always
own
busy,
crew.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
fucking doing his
Very,
thing.
very busy guy. He's always making moves, which is good, and I appreciate that, you know. And I definitely see
You
him
can
and his
relate to
crew.
that.
Yeah,
Going
I
and
can.
getting
Yeah,
that-
I can relate to that.
Getting that bag.
We're actually trying to, you know, we're trying to work on like some tracks together. It's just a matter of like finding the time and you know making a schedule and.
Gotta have Papa Quest on the beat on that album though.
Because your Dreamland session was awesome.
Yeah,
I loved listening
Yeah.
to it.
Oh yeah, that one I wanted to do. I don't know.
He made us do one. He made us do one. Yeah, we went and did we were like shooting a video for him, and at the end of it, we
I
ended
didn't
up.
see it.
We
No, wait, you
did.
didn't
It
drop
was
it,
not
like-
getting
yeah.
posted anywhere. It was not to that type
Why?
of.
How
Eggs and
come?
bacon.
So
Oh, okay, I see. I would have listened to
Word.
that in the morning.
shaking.
Yeah, in the
bacon.
morning.
My knees are quaking.
Oh.
Like I got bars. I spit. I spit like a
He actually
motherfucker.
bodied me
I
on
can
that
tell.
shit. Like,
No, like we went and did this video with him. We show up there at the end of it. He's showing us his studio. We're shooting it. He's like, all right, now I'm gonna make a beat, and you guys are gonna rap on it. He's like, John will rap. I was like, motherfucker, what? No. He like,
No, I
and you
ain't.
know when he looks at you, he gets that look in his eyes, and like
Yeah.
he looks at you, and you're doing whatever it
going
is
in.
that's fucking happening in his mind already. Like
He's like,
he's making it, and he's like, you go. I'm like, no, thank you, please. Yeah, and he
we
pushed.
walk out, and then he's like, "That was horrible."
Yeah.
But it was fun.
But yeah, it was fun. It was sick.
I
but-
feel like it's not horrible. Like that's what you're telling me, but I feel like it was.
I
Yeah,
every
that's not
word,
what we
every
thought.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, this guy was like,
you,
I killed
you
that.
can hear it in the background. Like I say my verse. He gets on the mic. I'm just yelling back. I'm like, that's bars. That's bars. Fired me up. Every word rhymed. It was fucking. My syllabilities were on point.
See, you know what? Now you guys have to drop it. Just hit up Quest. Quest.
Yeah,
Post
you
it.
heard it.
We're going back. We're
He
going
dropped
back.
the
I'm writing
beat
it.
we rapped on because we made it together almost. He
Okay.
just said pick a sample, and
Yeah.
that's the only contribution we
That's like-
put to it.
So 8
But-
tracks. Do you have any? Do you have a title for the album yet?
Not yet. That'll come as I go.
Mm.
Mostly, it comes like around the 4th song.
Yeah. How many tracks are you into it?
Oh, okay. I don't want to expose no tracks.
Yeah.
No.
Because I might also change the name.
We
I was
do
about to
love-
say,
we
I bet
do-
you were gonna toss some, add more, like yeah.
4. I'm at 4 right now, so
At
4
4?
more to go.
4 more to go.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So we're about ready for a name.
Yeah.
almost, huh?
Ready for it.
Yeah, I'm working
You know,
on it.
people love
I'm
saying exclusive shit on Down to the Beat. So if you want to get something off your chest, look right in that camera right there. And fucking say it.
I
also
mean,
really
I can
help
let
us
you
out.
guys know the idea that
It also
was
gives us a
centered
lot of
around
clout.
it,
Yeah,
but,
please tell us about the album.
I mean, it's kind of changing. But
Yeah.
the first idea that came to mind was when you think of Wi-Fi, you think of what, like connections, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Connection. So I had a couple tracks, you know, like LTE.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
like roaming. You know, like when you're
That's
on the
sick.
verge of like disconnection, what do? You have no Wi-Fi, so you put on your data. your
Yeah.
data, however
Yeah.
you guys say it.
Yeah.
That's what you put on, right? So it's just basically talking about like interpersonal connections that I have within my life that I feel like as I'm growing, I'm mature and I'm learning things. And some people are only there for a season.
Mm.
You know, sometimes you outgrow people and it's sad that you can't bring them with you, but it's bound to happen. You're gonna outgrow people all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like,
You think that's healthy?
I think if you're always doing it with everybody,
Yeah.
you
Then
might
you're
wanna
the problem.
you might want to check in with yourself.
They're outgrowing you.
They're outgrowing you. Like,
I
they're
keep my
growing, you're
circle
here.
close. No motherfucker, no one wants you in Milan.
No, I think it is healthy. Like, for the longest of time, I feel like when, you know, friendships failed or, you know, I grew apart, I'd get so butthurt. And I'm like, what did I do wrong? And half the time, it's not even like, what did I do wrong? It's just people change.
You ain't like that no more. Yeah.
It's natural.
Yeah, you know, it's natural. Sometimes it's either something they did, something you did, but feelings change, people change. And I think you just got to adapt and move with it because you don't want to get left behind. So basically, the album is just talking about how, you know, some connections are being severed and some connections are trying to hold on to because, you know, you guys have like history and stuff like that. But it's not healthy.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like me trying to, like, I'm trying everything I can. Like, I'm panicking, turning on my data.
Yeah.
Let's try to get this connection back. But at this
I
point,
love it. Yeah, no.
you're in roaming.
Yeah.
You maxed it out. What are you going to do?
About to
You
get
got a
that.
fat
You about
bill
to
to
get
pay.
that. You about to
Yeah,
get that
you better.
$50. You about to
pay.
get that $50
Yeah. Do you
overtime.
really want to suffer those consequences? You want to pay that out your pocket when you've already given so much? No.
That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
Have you watched Social Dilemma on Netflix?
I think I know what you're talking about.
The cell phone thing.
Oh,
like,
I've seen the preview,
that's
but I
crazy,
haven't
yo.
watched it.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
should
lie
watch
with you.
it.
I
You
haven't
should watch
watched
it.
it.
it will give you more like metaphors to use with like.
Now that you're saying that,
phones.
when I go
Yeah,
home,
phones
watch.
and shit. It's a great fucking doc.
I heard it's kind of spooky though.
It is like
It's
throw away your
spooky.
phone.
It's a little spooky.
Throw
No,
away your
like
phone.
it's scary. Yeah.
Why?
Someone's in there right now listening to us fucking have this conversation.
Yeah.
Like it's that scary stuff. Edward Snowden.
It's
Edward
some
Snowden's
Snowden
over there,
shit.
bro.
Mm.
My mom literally has to put duct tape over her front camera here,
I'm suing.
and then
I'd sue.
Is the album gonna be singing, rapping, a mix of the two? You're gonna do it like Drake and do fucking 4 rap songs and 4 R&B ones?
side A, side B.
Yeah, what you doing on
No,
it?
don't
What's
do-
gonna
don't
look
do
like?
side A,
Don't.
side
Yeah,
B.
no.
Oh. Well, this tape, I want it to flow. So I want there to be an interlude. So it's going to flow. One of the tracks, actually, you said that. It's kind of like that, actually. You get into your feelings. And then once you accept it, it's like, every day we lit. That's how I know. So yeah, there is going to be a switch up. I don't know.
We'll just have to wait.
I don't want to
she's
expose
saying.
everything, but I don't mind telling you guys that. Yeah, I really want to switch it up like midway, you know?
The vibe will switch halfway too. That's cool.
Yeah,
I love
and not
that.
even just like one song and then bam. No, it's gonna like switch up. You know, sicko mode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
Be
like
sick.
3 tracks in one kind
Yeah.
of thing.
That's what I'm trying to do.
That's heavy.
That's sick.
That's
But as
crazy
an
as fuck.
album,
Yep,
wow.
that makes
A
any
whole
sense.
album of sicko mode. That'd be lit. That would be lit. Straight up. Okay,
We'll see how it works out.
You had an
No, word.
Instagram
We
post in like 2019.
Mm-hmm.
The second, it was a bunch of throwaway clips of audio files that you had that you just haven't done anything
Oh.
with. There's the second one on there. It's called audio 2019-01-26-04-07-09. And you put that out on October 6th, 2019. Where is that track?
Where
are these songs?
Where are
I
these
have
files?
so
That
many.
beat is so goddamn hard, and you fucking spit on it. Where the shit
Which
is
one
that?
is that?
Audio
Yeah.
2019-01-26. You go find that one from October 6, 2019.
Like right now.
No, if you
No,
want to
that's
right
gonna be
now.
something.
But yeah, after go find that beat, put it on the album, and then I'll be happy. I will sleep tonight knowing that
I
will
think I
happen.
know. Was it like straight rap or was it with
Yeah,
a melody?
it's bars on like this fucking
Was it
techno
like?
ass beat.
Was it like? Oh.
Oh yeah, that's what
Oh,
I'm
the
saying.
techno mode
That's
with
what
Kenny
I'm
Beats.
saying.
I know what you're talking
That
about.
one, that's what I'm
It's a
saying.
sign. We have to finish it.
There it is. That's
There we
fuck
go.
yes.
What did I say in it? Oh
I don't
my
know, but
god.
it's I listened to the
It's been a
snippet 4
while.
times over yesterday. I was like, this is fucking
I
gangster.
can't remember.
Yeah, no, that beat's so hard. That beat is so hard. And then you just came with the bars.
Even when you
Oh,
just
yeah, that was
freestyle
sick.
on your Instagram, yo, like
Mm.
there was one where you're just sitting in front of like I don't know what camera it was, but you just started rapping.
Dairy Queen, the Dairy Queen Blizzard freestyle. Is that it?
It might have been. I have a couple.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
long one, but it was sick. It was I scrolled down for it, but You just gotta put those freestyles on. You gotta record them, girl. They're awesome.
I'm thinking of
got
doing
bars,
that. Making like like a tape.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking
a
of doing
freestyle
that.
tape
Yeah,
almost.
a freestyle tape, or just like I want to call it like a mood tape.
Yeah.
You know, because I get in these moods and I'll spit like whatever. Like I'll put on a YouTube beat and I'll just go with it. Might be on SoundCloud. Who cares? It's content.
Fuck yeah.
And it's interesting. So
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
More stuff for us to listen to. I mean, we can't be mad. Do you
You-
prefer your? Do you? Sorry.
No, it's all good.
No. After you.
no,
After
I was
you,
just gonna
sir.
say, do you prefer to, and not prefer, do you find a lot of beats on YouTube that you use, or you mainly just find producers and they work with you and stuff?
I used to, and my manager.
That's how you gotta start out, right? Like,
Yeah,
make
that's
it-
how you start out,
Yeah.
right? Especially if you don't know much people in the music industry. Like I started out like not knowing.
Shit.
Thank you. Yeah, not knowing much. So I started out using YouTube beats. Once in a while, like I'll use them if I feel like I can't find a beat that matches like the mood that I'm trying to get into. Like I said, you have an idea, you run with it. Sometimes like you get some locals and like you try to tell them like this is what I'm trying to go for. And sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes it does. But yeah, sometimes I go to YouTube, but I feel like people invest, please invest in your local producers because they're
Facts.
actually lit and you have to invest in your city.
It's what I mean. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir here. We love we're so
Sunday
so for the
service
producers.
and it's Saturday. Let's begin.
Preaching on a Saturday.
You're getting a day early.
Yeah, a day early. It's Christmas.
Yeah. No. Have you found a lot of producers here in Ottawa? Like, are you finding like low key like kids who are just making beats out of their parents' basement when they're in like grade 10 or some shit, or like are you finding like are you working with people that have like an established platform
Themselves.
here? Yeah, established presence here in Ottawa.
I can name a couple of names
Drop
if
it,
that helps.
girl. Do.
So, I mean, I've worked with
Please do.
Tino, I've worked with Kamali, I've worked with Cardi Blanche, I've worked with
Kamali, we
Cardi
hear that
Blanche.
name a lot.
I mean, I went to the studio and we want to work on something. He was taking a break for a little while. But yeah, so Cardi, Tino, Kamali, Sergio, LJ, Kenny Beats. I feel like I'm missing some important people. I'm so sorry.
But those are the ones you've kind of just.
Who's Kenny Beats?
Not the Kenny Beats,
I know,
but
but
like,
it just sounds like you're
and,
talking.
And another one, sorry, I have to shout him up because this is gonna be on the tape that I'm gonna be coming
Let's
out
go.
with. He calls himself like Philly cheese,
Oh, that's gross.
blue Philly cheese, something
cool.
like that. Philly cheese, yeah. That's what it.
Nice. I
Philly
want to hear that producer tag.
Philly cheese on
Yeah. He's sick. Like
Is he
yeah,
from
he's-
Philly or from Ottawa?
Ottawa?
Mm.
I believe. I don't know him like that, but I know his beats are fire. So
That's fucking sick.
That's dope.
What was I gonna ask? I had one more question about producers. Do you prefer your hard or soft vibes? Do you think you're a better singer or rapper?
She just said that she's equal, bro. Like,
I know, but like, what does she like more?
what do I like more?
what do you like listening to more too?
Mm.
Ooh. I feel like I'm bipolar when it comes to music.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A little bipolar. Oh, okay. Right now, I've been listening to a lot of rap, some throwback rap. That's what I'm into right now. I've been listening to a lot of J. Cole.
Nice.
I love J. Cole.
I gotta hop on the J. Cole.
Everyone loves
train,
J. Cole.
man.
I like my hate. I used to not like J. Cole because I
Mhm.
found his voice boring. Like,
Mhm.
I found his delivery just very linear, and I didn't fuck with it. So
Mhm.
I was just wrote him off. And then everyone just loved 2014 Forest Hills Drive, whatever. I couldn't get behind the album. I didn't like it. But then he came out with the Dreamville stuff. Oh my god! And I was like, okay, this is legit.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get on that now, but I haven't been able to backtrack him yet. You know what I
His
mean?
older stuff is fucking hard. Like you said when he was rocking with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I used to
Mhm.
I fucked with it.
When I heard Lights Please, I said, that's the one.
When I
That's
heard
the one.
Rich Niggas, that was a dope
Mhm.
song.
Yeah,
That
that's
was a
dope too.
Song. Born Sinner was a sick album.
Born Sinner. That's the one I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Wet Dreams corny as fuck though.
It is.
I
it is.
hate that song, bro. I hate that song. Like, man's just 30, singing about losing his virginity. Grow up. Grow up.
It's a hype song. Like, I don't even know.
Okay, like-
It's so hype. Put it on. Everyone's gonna be talking about virgin or not. I love
Virgin or not.
everyone.
Yeah,
I'm
uses
telling you.
puppies in the fucking
Music video.
Shut up. Like what? Those dogs. Those are.
I'm with you on that
It's
one,
his,
John.
it's
Yeah.
his artistic take on it. It's his artistic take on it.
Was it you and I who were arguing about
Yeah,
it that
we were,
time? And I was
yeah.
like, dude,
Then
it's
you
corny
actually
as fuck.
explained it
and
to
you were
me,
like,
and I was like,
yeah, no,
holy fuck.
no, that is a cheesy fucking
is-
song.
Shut up, Cole.
At Dream collabs, who would he be someone like that you'd want to get on a track or?
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, like I know J. Cole kind of has his like own style, and he's not like super versatile. He's versatile over beats.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I know he kind of does have like,
A linear flow.
yeah, I will admit it, but like as I said, like I value him because like he tells stories
Yeah, his
and he
content's
doesn't just
great.
talk about like stupid shit all the time. That's what I like. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So that aspect, but you know, that's why I have other artists that meets, you know, what I like.
Mm-hmm.
They fill in the gaps. You know,
Yeah,
I have
that's
J.
what I
Cole
mean.
for the
Yes.
stories. I have Kendrick over here.
Mm.
I have Drake over here. I have Lauryn Hill over here. I have Janae over here. You don't know.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bunch of different
Of
artists.
those three,
Beyonce.
Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole. Which one? If you're listening to one of them for the rest of your life, which one's it gonna be?
Meek Mill.
Nice.
That's
nice.
the right answer. That's the right
That
answer.
is- there's
I
this one.
fuck with Meek Mill heavy.
Yeah, there's this one producer I know. Well, not personally. Knowledge. It's Knowledge.
Knowledge. Yeah.
I don't know if you know Knowledge. He's a sick, like,
Mhm.
underground producer, but, like, not underground.
There's a lot of
Mhm.
shit with Anderson .Paak too.
Yeah. He flipped all of Meek Mill's old freestyles, and he put some dope ass beats over it that he produced. And
I have to hear this.
this is a sick ass. There's like 4 volumes.
Okay,
of
I
just-
want to hear it.
You
Meek
showed me
Mill
this. You
freestyles, yo.
Is it not? Is it
hard.
just on any streaming platform too?
It's on SoundCloud. I think it's mostly on SoundCloud. Mm.
SoundCloud.
And Bandcamp. You put your music out on Bandcamp?
No,
That's how you
I
get-
don't.
Bandcamp is a platform that actually like hooks up artists with the cash, like based on like whoever wants
Really?
to listen to your
Bandcamp.
stuff. Bandcamp. Look into it. It's awesome.
Bandcamp. I'll have to let my manager know about that one too.
Yeah. Yeah, your management, it's
management.
Mama
Mamma Mia.
Mama Mia, yeah.
Mama Mia on IG and official name Mia Management. Yeah.
Nice, yo.
Nice.
Nice. I think that's actually why I saw the freestyle of you rapping on that
On her kid
on
page.
her account. I might be wrong, but
When did you get hooked up with a manager?
that's when you know you're serious about this. shit.
Yeah.
When you got
Oh.
someone helping you with that.
You
like,
have to.
yeah.
I mean, some people are different, but it definitely helps direct the vision. And because I am busy, like I said, it also helps manage my time, you know, because if I know I have school, you know, I have something going on this week, I'm like, hey, can you take care of this week for me?
Mm.
So we, you know, we help each other out, and it works. It
Is
works
that a
perfectly.
friend of yours or?
Yeah, so it started out, she was a friend of my sister's,
Mhm.
and she just ended up introducing me. You know, she's like, hey, like my sister makes music. Mind you, my manager before this, she wasn't even into music like that. Like, she loves listening to music, you know.
But like
she,
working for an artist, actually.
yeah, but she wasn't into management. What had happened was, she had a friend from Montreal, and they said, you know what, let's manage together because I found you this artist through my friend,
Right.
which was my sister.
Mm-hmm.
So we met up, and she's like, yo, like, listen, I've never done management before, but I'm gonna learn this. So I have a lot of respect for her because she literally learned it from the book. Like, she picked that shit up. She's done so much networking, so much research, talking to people, and she's really trying to like instruct herself. And she's actually done a lot, like,
Wow.
compared to some artists
She's
that
got
have
some clients now too. Like it's not just you.
Yeah.
I noticed on her page. She has a lot.
businesswoman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
she's
boss,
also
boss lady.
managing Cosmic Eden, Ali, and rest in peace Colton. Yeah, she's also managing Colton. So
Wow, that's awesome.
R.I.P.
Cool. All right,
That's actually crazy. Like with managers, I always see like on a TV show or movie, someone's like, "Be my manager." It's like, I know nothing about the music industry. What are you talking about? And then they just somehow become the fucking best manager in the world. You know? Like I love that shit. It's again just
trial by
building
fire.
blocks falling into place. You know,
Yeah.
like
Trial by fire. You know, jump in the deep end. Jump right in the deep end. You're gonna learn how to swim pretty quick.
or drown.
Or
see
you're
the
gonna
bars
fucking
coming out.
drown. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I see the bars coming out.
You see
Yeah,
it?
I see it.
see the knowledge.
I'm super philosophical.
I see
if
your
you
third
didn't.
eye opening. I think you just
I
winked
see
at
it.
me with your third eye.
Wide fucking open. Just laser beams gonna start coming out of it. Okay. As a female artist, do you feel like you have do you feel like there's you have different you're perceived differently in the music world than perhaps your male counterparts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you elaborate on that?
When you think of music, the ratio of males to females, there's a lot more males doing music than females, and it's actually like a fact. I feel like when people think, no, but I know a lot of R&B artists, think hard about it. When you think rappers, most of the time, the first thing that comes to head is your male rapper. Like, look at me, Meek Mill.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's facts. It's
You drop Lauren though.
Sorry.
But
Yeah.
I guess it's easier said.
I mean, I like Nicki Minaj too. I like shit. Nicki was because I feel like Nicki was like the emblem, you know, when it first started out. You know, she's the one who came
for
raging
our gen,
forth.
you know,
Yeah,
they had Lil Kim back in the day.
Lil Kim,
Yeah, Lil Kim
exactly.
back in the day.
I was
Yeah.
gonna Missy Elliott.
Oh my God, Missy Elliott.
I was gonna say, do you fuck with the feature?
Yes,
the fucking
yo,
Missy
I love
Elliott?
that. I can't believe I forgot about
Remy
that.
Ma.
Yes.
Remy Ma. Fucking,
Please.
that music video where she's getting head while she's driving. One of the goatest situations.
Oh
in a
my
music
God,
video.
I feel like I
Like
totally
she's getting
disrespected.
roadhead. It's sick as fuck.
You
I'm
said
like, that's-
roadhead?
Yeah, she's getting roadhead in this music video. I was like, that's for real.
Some bumpy head shit. Hope there was no teeth, but listen. Listen, I can't forget about
Sex jokes.
I can't forget about Missy Elliott because I actually did listen to a lot of Missy Elliott. Sierra, thank you for jogging my memory. It's coming back to me.
From opening my nostalgic vault.
Yeah. No, I listened to a lot of Missy Elliott actually.
But do you think you like it's undeniably a male dominated industry?
Yeah, I would definitely say it's male dominated, and I feel like when you think of rap, what do girls rap about most of the time?
Yeah.
What is what ass pussy? Give me everything you got. But, you know, you're talking about your female counterparts. You're talking about basically you know, sexualizing yourself to promote your image, and it's like you don't gotta be sexy just to be dope. Like, you can talk about your life and that makes you dope in itself. And I feel like that's also why I want to pursue, you know, rap as well, is to change up the game, because there's so much more than your body, than your looks.
Facts.
Like, there is your intellect. And if you got intellect, that could take you far, because most of these people are lacking intellect. Most of these male rappers, I'm sorry, they're lacking intellect. Like, I'm sorry, it's not one-sided. There's always two sides to everything.
Yes.
Do you think like right now females are booming in rap music right now? Like I feel like we've seen the biggest influx of female artists in the rap world that we've seen in a very long time. Do you feel like the narrative they're kind of putting out there, like say with the WAP, like that kind of vibe, do you think it's overcompensating for what the male side of the industry is putting out?
I mean, hey, if you look at it, males talk about what sex, this, that.
That's what I mean.
Like,
yeah.
it's like, why not? You know, I feel like females feel like they have to talk about it just to be equal to the male, when at the end of the day, it's not true. You know, I think you just got to come out with like confidence and be like, hey, listen, I don't got to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to talk about your body to gain respect. That's not how you gain respect. You know what I mean? And yes, it's kind of complicated because people are saying, you know, well, it's promoting body positivity. It's promoting, you know, accepting yourself, your sexuality.
It's easy to find a loophole, like, to just make it sound good, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, okay, fine. If you want to talk about it, talk about it. But lately, I feel like that's all I'm hearing about with female rappers is they're just talking about their bodies. And it's like it's so tiring because it's just like, girl,
there's more
you
going
got a
on
life?
in your life. Yeah.
I want to hear something else out
It's
of your
also
bedroom.
like, you know, it's the industry. Like, in terms of like,
It's like,
it's,
yeah,
that's
it's
what
sad.
flex, bro.
that's what sells.
That's
you know
what
I mean?
sells it. Yeah, it is what it is.
But not that there aren't female artists that spit the bars too. Like,
they come with the content, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also really value Tierra Whack too. She spits bars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doesn't just have to talk about her body, but I feel
Rico
like
Nasty too.
Yeah.
Rico
Yeah.
Nasty's nasty.
I think it's just like the focus, as you said, because it is mainstream, right? That's what's trending. That's what gets people's attention. Is that type of music.
You name a song "Wet Ass Pussy," you're gonna be like,
oh
what?
yeah,
Shut
people be
the
like, what's
fuck-
this?
Yeah. That's got Kylie Jenner in it. You know?
Click bait, click fucking bait, man. Like, that is what that is. You can't just name a song that and just like people are like, well, I mean, I guess I'll try it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, shout out to them.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out
mean,
to them
still-
because like they are making moves and
Fucking
you know like
cake and get that bag any way
yeah,
you
get
can.
that
eh?
bag.
Get
Shit,
that bag.
I'm here, you're there. So I mean,
I'm
you clearly
fucking poor.
are doing
like,
something
you're
right.
killing it.
You
Like,
know what I mean?
I ain't gonna shit on you for making millions off that song. Like fuck, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm in no position to talk shit.
Exactly.
I couldn't even write that song, let alone like, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? That's exactly what I'm thinking. But it's just I feel like they make those songs just to try to kind of like equal out the game. If that's what it's gonna take for now, then by all means. But you know, I don't want females to stray from who they are.
Yeah.
And make that what's so important, because then people get it twisted. People are like, oh well, you know, I gotta have a wet ass pussy. My body gotta be slim, thick, hourglass.
Yeah. It ain't like that.
Get your education. Get your money up, not your funny up.
Oh.
That's bars.
That's all I.
And that's facts.
We ain't
That's
making
facts.
no funny money over
No
here.
funny money over here.
I love it. Do you feel like you face any adversity here in Ottawa, in the city, as a female artist?
Adversity means
Yes.
competition.
Like,
And-
yeah, and like, just like, do you feel like there's any struggles that you feel a bit more than perhaps a male artist would
Okay.
here?
Sorry,
You know
I
what
didn't understand.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes and no. I mean, I have some people that rock with me, but I've definitely had some people who were like, "You do rap?" Like when they meet me, they automatically assume, "Oh, you sing." It's always the guys that say, "Oh, so you sing?" Wow, sing.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I sing, yes, but I also rap.
Fuck yeah.
They automatically assume, and I feel like I see it start to rise. I see it start to rise because if you don't know me like that, you're automatically gonna assume you're not gonna really like want to listen to my shit, especially if that's not where you're into. You're into hip hop, you're into rap. They're not gonna think of listening to a female.
Yeah.
They're like, for what? So then I hit them with my bars, and it's
Certified
like,
bars.
yeah, yes, I can rap.
bars.
And I think it's also maybe some males come across it and they're surprised and they're just like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, let me just.
She better
not-
than me. Goddamn.
Yeah, so I have had some people who hate, and they've told me like, yo, like my bad, like respect to you, like I didn't support you at first. And I've had people say this to my face, like I didn't support you at first, but like I see like you actually kill this shit, like you can rap
How does
too.
that feel?
Yeah, how do you feel when you hear that?
How does
Like,
that
well, then
feel?
fuck
Like,
you. I don't want your love. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
like, you're sleeping on me.
good. It makes me feel good. Like I don't need your opinions to me. Rolls off my shoulder. It helps to know that people rock with my music, and especially from a male's perspective, because you know it is male dominant. So to hear a male say
and
like,
you want to
yo,
appeal to
Yeah, you got
everyone,
it.
right? Like you don't want to make like obviously you want to make music
Yeah.
for like you're making music for everyone, not just females or not just males, right? So,
yeah.
Mm.
And surprisingly, right now, the ratio of my audience is actually 60% men and 40% women,
Wow.
which is really funny to me.
numbers
Yeah.
ain't lie.
Numbers ain't not.
lie.
Yeah, it went from being the opposite,
Oh wow.
and
Yeah.
then it just
Switched
then
up on.
yeah, and then it just switched. And now I feel like I've started to gain more respect from the males
That's
in the
awesome.
music industry in terms of skill set.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, we were put on to you by City, like, and he said like you're not fucking around, like you're very serious about this. You're a legit
Yeah.
artist, right? So, I mean, for someone to look at you and think otherwise, that would fucking irk me so bad if I would.
I don't know if you remember Kelsey Vaz. She was another
Yeah.
girl we had on the pod, and she was just talking about her experience into just walking into studio sessions sometimes, and you know how some people think that she's not there to do any work.
She pull up in
and then she
sweatpants
just-
and
yeah,
shit,
you
and
know
like
what I mean, and they don't take her
not
seriously,
looking
they
good
brush
for
her
anyone.
off, and
She's
then
there just to.
goes in the booth and shows them wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So I do think it's whack that I think it's normal that you got to prove yourself, but I think it's whack that you're viewed as you're not taken seriously just for being a girl. Sometimes you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
That shit whack.
that's. I feel like that's how it started out. Now I've
Yeah.
I've definitely started to gain more respect, and
Yeah.
it's kind of funny because now I feel like the adversity is actually with the females.
Yeah.
It switched over to the females. It's like now that you kind of you're making a name for yourself in the city, right? You have some females that have been out here doing music far longer than I've been doing music for a year and a half.
Wow.
It's been a year and a half, like, that I've started actually releasing things,
on the platforms.
on big platforms, on legit platforms. In total, it's been 2 years, but you see females who've been out here doing it for 5 years, and it's nothing to compare. It's nothing like that at all. But I feel as if that's when the comparison comes in. They compare it and they're like, who are you? Like, I've been at this longer than you, and like, you're almost where I'm at, and I've been doing this shit for like 7 years, 8 years.
How does that feel? How does that feel?
Besides, maybe, I don't know, when they say that to you, how's the tone? Is it like them in like a hateful sort of way, or are they respecting it? Like, wow, you did in 1 year what I did in
Both.
7.
Both. And also, like, some females, they'll just disregard you. Like, they don't show love. They'll show love in person when they see you.
Yeah.
When it comes to supporting events online, it's chirps. Like, it's quiet. It's super quiet.
Crickets.
Yeah, but personally, they'll be like, oh, wow, like, good job. And it'd be female artists themselves. And then when it comes to showing the same type of support, because me, I don't care if you're dope. I don't care about competition. What? I got my own lane. Our lanes are 2 different lanes. Like, I'm not worried about me losing, listeners, losing my supporters. No, people.
There's enough food for all of us.
Exactly. It's like,
That's
you got your
neat.
own sound. I got my own sound. What's there to lose? If I think you're dope, I'm going to support you, whether you're male or female. Yeah. People don't look at it. They always look at it as competition. It's like, you got to have fun with it too.
Yeah.
That's how I view it.
It's a great philosophy to have. And I want to ask you more just about your philosophies. What are some of the ones you move through life with? Because you had a great post on Instagram just about self-love. I thought it was nice. I was smiling by the end, but I was like, fuck yeah, I do love myself. Fuck yeah.
I'm myself down cute.
That's what I mean. I was like, fuck yeah. But it seemed like something that you're very passionate about, just having self-love, having love, that moving with kindness through life, right? So what are those philosophies that you carry through life with you?
Your values, your beliefs.
Oh.
Maybe even tied in with religion.
Yeah, you're a spiritual person.
I am. I feel like you guys got those vibes off me from my IG, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
No, actually.
Yes, I am actually. I come from a Christian household.
Okay.
So just the morals that are instilled in me was always like kindness, love, and respect. Those are the basics. Everyone has to have them. That's the way I view things. Not everybody's brought up the same, but I was always taught to treat people with kindness, treat people with respect. Even if they treat you like dirt, take that in. So even if they do dirty shit to you, you still gotta love them. You know what I mean? Yeah, forgiveness. And that's what I'm about. I went through my share of hurt because of it. But I think that's what makes me as a person. That's also what builds myself up as an artist. And I think it's what also makes me strong. People can be petty, shit happens. They don't forgive, they hold hate. I think you're a lot stronger if you're able to forgive. Because you're
being the bigger person.
Yeah, it's always about being the bigger person. Like, what's the point of hating? And I think
it takes so much more fucking energy. Like, to hold a grudge. Do you know how fucking hard it is to hold a grudge? Like, really?
I've tried.
That's what I mean.
I've tried. I said, you know what, Mom? I'm not listening to your advice. And I tried. It didn't work. It didn't work. Like me, I'm just like, let me love you. Like, let me show you. Friend, let me love you.
Your aura is just off. You can even see there's like a little cloud over you. A little storm cloud.
Bad trip. How do you bring those philosophies into music?
Well, when I write, I think about like what I'm gonna say. Not unless it's coming from the heart. Like, if it's just like emotion based, that might be different. But yeah, when I write, like, I'm thinking, okay, what am I saying? How is it sounding? How is it coming off? Like, I literally think like, okay, am I offending anybody? When I write, I'm like, okay, I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want people to take it in the wrong way. I want it to be relatable. So it definitely makes me rethink about the way I write, Yeah.
Sorry, I hit my funny bone there.
Oh, it's okay.
I saw that.
I thought I was bringing the mic down. I was like,
oh yeah, pressed on it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
That's dope though. Like, it's you do gotta be careful with what you say when you rap and stuff, you know. So
Yeah, I mean, you can say what's on your heart, but at the same time, you are in front. Like, people are watching you.
Yeah,
people can go back on what you say.
Yeah, I can come back and
yeah,
bite you.
It's okay to say your opinions, but if you know, like, it's with a wide variety of audience, if you know, like, don't say that shit. You can keep some things you can keep to yourself.
Some things are better left unsaid.
Exactly.
Yeah. Precisely. Do you do writing work for other artists?
Oh, right now, no. I mean, I've had opportunities, and I've tried, and I don't really know how that worked out. I mean, this is also when I was just starting out, but yeah, I've definitely got asked to write some songs for artists.
Damn.
Some things, you know, I can't disclose because they're legit artists. So
and
I
we
can't
would probably disrespect them if
could be your
found out
favorite
they don't
artist.
write their own stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one person.
This is Drake's ghostwriter.
I can't say it, but he's
Push
a
it.
big artist, and it was actually with my first management team that kind of came up with it, that kind of got the connect. But I was surprised to know he has ghostwriters.
Nice,
but I said I wouldn't say anything, you know, confidential.
They made you sign something.
When these cameras off, you best believe I'm about to ask you who that is.
So I can't say anything, but yeah, I've been asked.
This would have been the best Down the Beat exclusive yet.
Meek Mill's ghostwriter.
Oh, I wish.
How was that experience?
Writing?
Yeah, for another person.
It was dope because you're kind of putting yourself into their shoes. That's what I do all the time, you know. I guess also kind of plays in with like my morals, my aspect, you know. I take into account like, okay, what did this artist go through? Okay,
Damn.
what do they want to portray? Okay, what can I say? What can I not say? What's appropriate? What's not appropriate? Okay, that's out of the way. Now let's have fun with it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So I guess it also made me realize a lot of things, learned a lot of things too, when you're writing in terms of like creativity. Yeah. Because you have your own style, you have your own flow, your own ideas, but it's like you kind of got to get into their heads. So like you're listening to their music, they're like, okay, that's what I do. I listen to their music, I listen to their songs. What's the general idea? Okay, I know what's their comfort zone, but let's take it a little bit out because that's what's going to make that song great.
And that's like kind of putting your flair onto it.
Putting my flair onto it. But not so much that they're going to be like, no, I can't use this.
Yeah.
You know?
You got to play within their kind of bubble a little bit.
Yeah, but put a little bit of sparkle on it.
Yeah,
a little bit of salt.
That.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm running out of fucking questions here. You got any?
You said you were wanting to go into producing. Have you started? Have you dabbled into that whatsoever? Like, what software you use and everything? Like,
I tried.
Yeah, that shit is hard, yo.
When I tell you I downloaded it and I'm like, what's this? Yeah. I'm like, this click art delete. Okay. I don't. It looks like algebra to me.
Yeah.
It really does.
It is.
And we know your feelings about math.
Yeah.
Especially IV math.
IV med math. Yeah.
Do you have to like put them in oranges and apples and shit like that? My friends doing that. She always sends me videos of her fucking putting IVs in oranges.
What? Really? Oh, for practice?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never
that?
done that. I've given like
the things you put in your arm and then they just hook the tube up to it and take your blood or shit like that.
Yo,
I mean, I've given sub-Q injections, you know, or intramuscular injections, but I haven't given haven't administered IV medication yet, or like, you know, got the needle in the arm yet for that.
One time, my dad, when he was going through med school, he said like one time someone just put like his like one of his classmates got an IV put in them because they had to practice on each other, but he just hit the deck just flat out hit the fucking deck.
Oh my god.
Yo, that'd be me, yo.
Yo, I couldn't do that.
If you get the COVID vaccine, I'm just gonna pass out.
That's scary. I don't even want to talk about the
COVID vaccine.
Is nursing something to get you through to when you make it as an artist, or what's that? Why'd you get into nursing? This will be my last question for the day.
I got into nursing because I was sick as a kid, right? So it started from there because I was always like around nurses, and I realized, besides the doctors, like the nurses are there 24/7. You know, those are the people that you see like in and out 100%. Daily. Doctors, they get just so busy with everything. I said, I want to do the same thing for a kid, you know, like I want to make them feel as good as I did when I was a kid. And you're so vulnerable, you're so scared, and the fact that they make me to feel so at home when I wasn't at home, I'm like, I want to do that.
And you're getting into pediatrics nursing, I imagine.
Yeah. And actually, yeah, so that's the semester we're moving on to is peds. I just finished with maternity, which went really well.
Good.
I have my final exam for it, so Wednesday.
Good luck.
Oh, shit. Get it, girl.
I gotta
Why
pass.
are you here
The
talking
grind.
to us? What the
got-
fuck?
Got some Vyvanse if you want. Yeah,
I gotta,
yeah, fuck it.
I'm joking. I gotta pass that first, but God willing.
Don't worry. You got this.
Alrighty, guys. I think that's all I have. Anything else?
No, thank you
very
so much for
much.
joining us.
Tell
I
us where we can
appreciate
find you.
it.
Look right in that camera. Tell us where we can find you.
So you guys can find me on Instagram at Babe_Ruth_Y or on Facebook at Babe Ruth with 2 H's. Also my email for any personal inquiries, which is Babe Ruth 2 H's 3@gmail.com.
Beautiful. And any
music on
shout
all.
outs, any people you want to just shout out, make sure that their name is heard here. Someone to help you that came up.
You can even shout out your mama, girl.
Oh, let me shout a couple people. I mean,
Do
shout
it,
out
do
my
it.
sister because she's always doing my makeup. I mean,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is mine because you can clearly tell it's not that good.
I was
Shout
about
out.
to say, it didn't look like you came from work, yo. Like you look like you're about to go
No,
perform. You know,
This
you look-
took me like what 20 minutes. Don't be fooled.
Maybe.
Close, you'll see. No, shout out my sister Michelle Villeneuve. She's a makeup artist, y'all should hit her up. Shout out my manager Mia for doing all the work, putting in the work, getting the connections. Also City Fidelia, that's
Oh, yeah.
a big connection. Like, I think you're awesome. Also
Yeah.
shout out to Quest as well. I also just want to shout out Ife, Beats by AMR, Cosmic Eden, and just all my family, like my whole team, like Dina for coming with me.
Shout out Dina.
Shout out to Dina. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to you guys.
Shout out
Thank
First-
you.
you.
Thank you.
That should have been the first shout out. Yeah, no,
Thanks
you
for
guys are
joining
dope.
us. Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much. Thank you. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, I had
That's
a great time.
fine. I
me
did.
too.
I did.
I could care less. You did. I did. So.
I
Alrighty,
don't
guys.
care
Thanks
about you, it's me.
thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you next week with more Down the Beat. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great night, guys.
Get down, stay down.
To the down, to the down, to the beat.